Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera kepada semua tuan-puan yang hadir pada petang ini, khususnya kepada Puan Sheila selaku penyelaras CDL and so on online session untuk pusat audition. Kita punya penyelaras teknikal saudara Izzuddin. Izzuddin ni berada di Kota Kinabalu. Cikgu Meera lah yang akan membuat pembentangan pada hari ini, dan rakan-rakan guru yang dikasihi dan dihormati sekalian. Pertamanya saya memanjatkan syukur kehadrat Allah SWT kerana memberikan kesempatan dan ruang. Ini adalah merupakan sesi sulung CDL hands-on online session ini untuk pusat audition. Jadi saya ucapkan tahniah lah kepada penyelaras untuk pusat ni adalah Puan Sheila yang juga merupakan SIC Plus di Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah audition. Jadi dalam sesi snippet pada hari ini, lebih kurang dalam 10 minit ataupun mungkin kurang daripada itu, saya akan cuba untuk berikan sedikit gambaran tentang satu approach ataupun pendekatan yang digunakan oleh CDL untuk menyokong perubahan pendidikan yang kami namakan sebagai naratif baharu persekolahan kita, yang mana perubahan yang kami cuba kemukakan ini dia bersifat sistemik. Perubahan sistemik. Maksud perubahan sistemik ini dia tidak berlaku secara piecemeal, tidak berlaku secara silo begitu, tetapi dia berlaku secara keseluruhan dalam sistem persekolahan kita. Ialah salah satu kaedah yang telah dikenal pasti dapat melaksanakan perubahan sistemik ini ialah melalui professional learning network ataupun jaringan pembelajaran profesional. Yang selepas ni kita akan menggunakan istilah PLN. Bila kita sebut PLN, dia merujuk kepada jaringan pembelajaran profesional. Mungkin ada istilah kalau kita biasa dengar dalam di peringkat sekolah ataupun di peringkat kementerian ataupun di peringkat para sarjana menggunakan istilah professional development. Professional development. Dan dalam 10 tahun kebelakangan ini ada satu pendekatan yang memberi fokus bukan setakat kepada professional development, tetapi professional learning ataupun pembelajaran profesional. Kalau professional development ni dia merangkum semua aspek ataupun semua aktiviti yang diikuti oleh guru untuk meningkatkan pengetahuan dan kemahiran mereka secara keseluruhan umum. Tapi kalau professional learning ni dia fokus, kalau guru itu dia meningkatkan pengetahuan dan kemahiran dia terhadap pembelajaran murid, sesuatu yang berkaitan dengan pembelajaran murid, itu kita namakan sebagai professional learning. Itu beza di antara professional development dengan professional learning. Bila kita sebut saja professional learning, mesti sesuatu yang berkaitan dengan pembelajaran murid. Kalau dia tak berkaitan dengan pembelajaran murid, dia masuk ke dalam kategori professional development. Jadi professional development tu agak luas. Professional learning ni lebih fokus kepada pembelajaran murid, ya. Bila guru belajar, guru cuba meningkatkan pengetahuan dan kemahiran mereka untuk mengetahui bagaimana pembelajaran berlaku dan sebagainya yang berkaitan dengan bagaimana cara boleh meningkatkan kualiti pembelajaran murid, itu kita namakan dia sebagai professional learning. Kebanyakan sarjana pendidikan masa kini banyak menggunakan istilah professional learning. Tak banyak yang menggunakan professional development, ya. Di antara sarjana-sarjana yang banyak mempromosikan professional learning ini ialah seperti Helen Templey, Profesor Dr. Helen Templey. Dia ni daripada New Zealand. Dia saya banyak rujuk penulisan buku beliau yang berkaitan dengan profesional, dan dia ada model dia ada mengukuhkan satu model professional learning professional learning model untuk guru, untuk pemimpin, sama ada pemimpin sekolah ataupun pemimpin pertengahan. Jadi kalau ada kesempatan nanti, insya-Allah dalam ruang-ruang snippet yang akan datang tu saya akan kongsikan. Cuma pada petang ini saya nak fokus tentang apakah definisi untuk Professional Learning Network ataupun PLN, dan juga apakah faedah berdasarkan pada kajian yang telah dilaksanakan khususnya oleh pasukan pendidikan di British Columbia. British Columbia ni dia mempunyai keunikan dari segi bagaimana dia mentransformasikan kurikulum dia. Ya, dia agak istimewa. Jadi kalau ada kesempatan mungkin cikgu-cikgu boleh melayari nanti dia punya website, pergi cari saja. The curriculum reform ataupun curriculum transformation in British Columbia. Okay. Definisi ini saya petik daripada dua orang sarjana, iaitu Portman dan juga Brown, yang dalam penulisan beliau, The Importance of Professional Learning Networks, definisi yang dikemukakan oleh mereka ialah professional learning network as any group who engage in collaborative learning. Mana-mana kumpulan yang terlibat secara kolaboratif, melaksanakan pembelajaran secara kolaboratif dengan pihak luar selain daripada komuniti yang ada di persekitaran mereka. We are outside of their everyday community of practice. Community of practice ni macam kita rakan-rakan guru kita di sekolah lah. Jadi kalau kita rakan-rakan guru di sekolah kita, memanglah kita selalu buat perkongsian kan. Dan ada yang menggunakan istilah PLC, Professional Learning Community, pada istilah community kat situ kan. Dia lebih bersifat setempat lah, localized. Tetapi kalau kita kongsikan dengan orang di luar kita punya komuniti setempat, itu sebahagian daripada ciri ataupun maksud PLN. Apa tujuan PLN itu? Tujuannya ialah to improve teaching and learning in their schools and or the school system more widely. Macam yang kita sedang buat ni kan. Jadi perkongsian kita ini berlaku peringkat awal mungkin tak begitu meluas lagi, insya-Allah pada masa mendatang perkongsian ni akan berkembang. Berkembang. Setakat ni kita dah ada 4 pusat CDL hands-on online session ni. Kita ada di di KL. Di KL perkongsiannya pada hari Jumaat 3:30. Kita ada di PPD Kota Kinabalu hari Khamis, sama serentak dengan kita. Kita ada di IPG, Institut Pendidikan Guru, pada hari Jumaat. Dan yang keempat ni ialah yang sedang beroperasi, ada 4 lah. Yang akan beroperasi nanti ialah AIAB dan kita akan buka satu lagi pusat di Kuching, insya-Allah pada bulan Jun ke bulan September begitulah. Okey. Dan yang keduanya yang saya nak kongsi kat sini, apakah dia faedah pelaksanaan PLN ini? Sebab CDL and so on ni adalah salah satu pendekatan yang boleh kita kategorikan sebagai professional learning network. Pertama, kalau mengikut ini yang dipanggil system change, yang kita kata systemic change, itu system change principle yang dikemukakan oleh OECD. Ni kalau siapa masih ingat dengan PISA dan sebagainya tu kan, itu PISA tu dikenalikan oleh OECD lah. Okey. Di antara idea penting yang dirangkum oleh PLN ini ialah maksudnya kalau kita ingin mengukuhkan perubahan yang merentas, establishing and strengthening collaborative learning network across, dia merentas bilik darjah, merentas sekolah, merentas daerah, merentas negeri, jadi dia akan mewujudkan satu persekitaran di mana semua guru menganggap diri mereka sebagai pelajar. Mereka ingin belajar dan mereka mempunyai kesediaan untuk terlibat dalam proses perubahan. Jadi nanti bila kita tengok amalan-amalan yang dikongsi oleh rakan-rakan kita, dia boleh mencetuskan kita belajar daripada perkongsian tersebut, dia boleh mencetuskan keinginan kita untuk membuat perubahan dalam diri kita. Yang kedua, peluang perubahan itu berlaku secara menyeluruh. Ini kita panggil pattern dan hierarki. Kalau kita mengikut struktur kementerian, dia mungkin bersifat hierarki. Bermula dengan KPN, pergi ke JPN, PPD dan sebagainya, bersifat hierarki. Dan yang akhir sekali ialah segala apa yang kita kongsikan ini akan mendorong perubahan yang bersifat sistemik itu, dan dokumentasi kita lakukan secara terbuka akan berlakulah kita panggil sharing stories of change. Maksudnya kita boleh dengar banyak sebenarnya idea-idea yang menarik yang boleh kita kongsikan. Saya ingat saya berhenti setakat itu sesi snippet ni. Seterusnya saya serahkan kepada Puan Sheila.
Terima kasih Doktor. Baik, salam sejahtera kepada semua hadirin yang sempat hadir bersama-sama dengan kita Terima kasih meluangkan masa untuk bersama-sama kita untuk berkongsi ilmu. Hari ini kita bertuah kerana kita ada Cikgu Meera yang akan berkongsi mengenai bagaimana cara kita untuk memantapkan percakapan ataupun public speaking dalam bahasa Inggeris dan juga cara menulis dengan lebih efektif dalam bahasa Inggeris juga. Jadi tajuk yang telah beliau bersetuju untuk kongsi bersama-sama dengan kita adalah Excel in Speaking and Writing atau dikenali sebagai EXISAW. Tanpa membuang masa, saya ingin menjemput Cikgu Meera dari SJKT Mugundan untuk membuat perkongsian beliau. Dipersilakan Cikgu Meera.
Thank you, Puan Sheila. Can you hear me?
Boleh, jelas.
Okay.
Teruskan.
Dengar.
First of all, a pleasant evening to Dr. Mustaffar, Tuan Haji Kamanizam, Puan Sheila, Team CDL, and all my fellow buddies who are accompanying me here today. Okay, you all will be with me until 4 o'clock, I guess. And I'm so sorry, please bear with my very terrible voice because I've been not feeling well for the past week. So I hope all of you all can hear my voice, right? Are you all good? Can you all hear my voice?
Can hear loud and clear.
Okay. So as what Puan Sheila said, I'm going to share with all of you an innovation that I've used for my year 2. Actually, I started with my little kiddies year 2 first. Then I brought it to year 4 and then I brought it to year 6. But I did some amendment in my innovation, which I would like to share with all of you. See if it can be useful to all of you in your school. And another thing, please, if you all have any questions or doubt, please stop at me and you can ask and I will answer if I can answer, because it's not that everything I know, but based on what I know and my experience in using this innovation, I can definitely help all of you all. Okay, I'd like to share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, wait. Can you all see my screen?
Can.
Okay. Okay, so basically, the front page of my PowerPoint depicts a lot about me. Okay, so I'm a teacher from SJKT Mugundan and I'm in Podixon. Proud to say I'm a teacher from Podixon. Very, very proud. And this is my team. And these are also my kiddies. And the heart of Mugundan will always be PLC secara berterusan. And that's why I'm here to share my best practices with all of you. Okay, the idea of my innovation is called Excel in Speaking and Writing. So this innovation, don't only think it is for English. It can also be used for Bahasa Melayu and also for Tamil, since it's an innovation with cross-curricular element. Okay, so without talking a lot, let's move to the next slide. Okay, can you all see my next slide? Okay, now I want you all to look at this image and graphic organizers carefully. If you see our kids, this is how they write their sentence. Whether they are in standard 1 or whether they are in standard 6, this is how they write their sentence. For an example, I 8 years old. There is something wrong there. But after they read only, they will realize, are you teacher? I forgot. I have to put I am. After they read only, they'll realize. But when first time they write, these are the mistakes they will make. I like to eat watermelon. The watermelon have many black seeds. The watermelon is nice. Is it, sometimes when we say the watermelon is nice, can be accepted. But is it the right vocabulary used there? The watermelon is sweet, okay. The watermelon is tasty, okay. The watermelon is juicy, okay. But nice, is it correct? Okay, the next one is I love watermelon. Sorry, I love watermelon because it's sweet. So when a child writes, This is how she write the sentences. Why? Because I will slightly blame the teachers because we didn't correct them since they are in level 1. These mistakes become prominent when they go to level 2. Okay, now let's look at the other side. Here, there is a boy here. He has a lot of idea to speak, but all his idea will be in his mother tongue, in Tamil, or Bahasa Melayu, or Bahasa Cina. So they got idea to talk, but they cannot talk. So these are the problems that we have in our language classrooms, whether it can be Bahasa Melayu, it can be Bahasa Inggeris, almost the same only. And when we ask our kids to talk in the front, we will be like the P. Ramlee movie, cakap, cakap. But until the end, they are not going to cakap. And at last we will talk and then they will follow like a parrot. So it's not a speaking lesson actually, it will be a parroting lesson. So I found this problem, a great problem in my class because I was teaching last year standard 2. The kids are very smart, very bright. They have great ideas to share, great ideas to write. But unfortunately, the ideas are all in their mother tongue. So I have to do something to avoid direct translation in the classroom because I do not like to translate Tamil to English. I rather speak fully in English or speak fully in Bahasa Melayu because I'm also a Bahasa Melayu teacher. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, if now you see, this slide seems to be very crowded, but don't worry, I'll make it simple for you all. As you see, we have 2 productive skills. One is writing and one is speaking. Okay, so my problem I took from the DSKP 4.3.3 and DSKP 2.3.1. If you can see DSKP 4.3.3 from the year 2 DSKP is plan, draft, and write simple sentences. Like just now you saw, all these are simple sentences. So it's actually in our DSKP. Pupils' problem in a writing lesson. This is how a vast majority of pupils write simple sentences in a writing lessons with ample of silly mistakes. I won't say they don't know, but even though they know, they still make the same mistakes. Okay, next look at speaking. DSKP 2.3.1. Introduce self and others to an audience using fixed phrases. Kids, when they introduce also, they will use the same thing. Good morning. My name is Meera. My title is, that is how they will start. I'm very sure most of the school, when you ask the kids to come to the front and do presentation, that is how they start. Until there, it will go very, very fluently and full of accuracy. When I ask them to give a topic and ask them to talk, that is where the stammer happen. They don't want to talk. They will look at you. The eyes will be teary and all kind of things will happen. So pupils, so again, I come back to the problem. Pupils' problem in a speaking lesson, like what you see. All these are their problem. Some of them, even they come to the front, they feel shy, although they have to talk in front of their own classmates. Okay, so these are the main reason why pupils are unable to do a proper, simple presentation in front of their class. So at last, what happens to the class? First, it will be bored. Kids won't be interested to study English, where we only have almost 5 periods only in a week, and then they lost their interest, and too much of correction. This is where when the kids say one word, teacher will correct them. No, it's like this. No, it's like that. So at last, they will never open their mouth to talk. Too much of explanation where teacher does in the class, teacher-centered, and also time-consuming. Yeah, you have to translate from Tamil to English, or from BM to Tamil. When you have to translate so much, it's time-consuming. And teacher will be talking a lot in the class. So I felt, as a super teacher, so I have to do something to overcome this problem. So, okay, this is where I think that I need to do something. So I started with my innovation. So this is the making of. So behind the scenes, how I started, I've elaborated it from step by step. Okay, the first step is selection of topics from year 2 English textbooks. Sorry, English textbook. Here you have our blue Supermind book. So firstly, I select the topic. For an example, this my favorite fruit, my favorite food is something they like. As usual, for Malaysian, food is emotion. Even for me, when I talk about food, automatically tidur pun boleh celik. So that much how we like food. So the topic that I started my innovation with my class is also about food. Okay, and then I chose my best friend, my house, my pet, my favorite animal, my favorite clothes, what am I wearing, my special robot, my little monster, and my fun day at the beach. So these are the topics that I already choose for my kids to write and also to do a public speaking session. So far, any questions? So far, any questions? Are you all good?
All are engrossed listening to you.
Okay.
Carry on, Cikgu Meera.
Okay, because I'm not looking at the chat, you know. I'll just go through, then if you all have questions, you all just answer only. I just ask
I'll keep
only.
you posted. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you. Okay, and then number 2, I choose a graphic organizer. Okay, this graphic organizer, actually, it's Freya model. It's not Meera's model, it's Freya's model. I took it from him. But I think I never asked his permission. I don't know whether he's alive or not, but I just took it from him. But I'm not going to use it. Actually, this Freya's model is actually, they use it for definition, teaching kids vocabulary, but I'm not going to use for that purpose. I'm going to use this as a tapak, as a platform for the kids to use it as a tool to speak and to write. So I'm not using it as a tool to teach them vocabulary. So why I choose Freya model? Got so many model. Why especially Freya model? First thing, it's very systematic. It's neat. It's not like mind map, like branching here, branching there. So kids will get confused when they see arrows everywhere, and it gets very congested. So that's why I choose Freya's model, and I'm going to use it clockwise. Okay, that means it goes like this. Okay, this is the second step. First step, I choose my topics. Second step, I choose a graphic organizer. Okay, this is behind the scenes. Okay, and then number 3, I choose and relate the symbols carefully. Each symbol has its own meaning. For an example, for a year 2 child, these are the 5 symbols that I have choose for them. So when I show this card to them, or when I write the word hello on the board, the kids must know that it's the time for them to introduce themselves or give salutation. So they have to come to the front. Hi, hello everyone. My name is Meera. I'm 8 years old. I'm here to talk to you about my favorite fruit. I already omit the word. I already omit the sentence. The title is, I already omit that. I don't want to give a very rigid idea or very formal thing when we talk about presentation to a year 2 child. So I'm here to talk to you about my favorite fruit. So you can talk about anything. Okay, so that is thing. So when the child see hello, the sign hello, the child should know, okay, now Meera teacher wants me to introduce myself. Okay, next, this one is eyes. So when you talk about eyes, so what can you see? If you're talking about my favorite fruit, what can you see? First, you can talk about the color, you can talk about the shape, you can talk about the size, you can talk about the features. I know some teachers now are thinking, your students can lah, my students, how they can? They are quite weak. It's okay, teacher. If they only can talk they can talk about color and they can talk about shape, it's fine. As long as they open their mouth and utter words in public. That is what we want. So the control is in your hand. How are you going to make your lesson into a differentiated lesson? The control, the remote is in your hand. If your child can write more than 4 sentences, fair enough, well done. Give them the chance or opportunity to write. If they cannot, stick to 2 or even stick to 1. Okay, and then when we see this is the tongue. So the tongue, we definitely know it's about taste, because the same thing they are even doing in science when it comes to senses. So again, cross-curricular element. We are using it for BM, we are using it for Tamil, can use it for Chinese, and even for science. We are taking science element inside here. So what can I taste when you talk about food? So it is fruits, it is sweet, it is juicy. So all these keywords on that day, teachers, we are going to introduce to them. So like what we say, secara tidak sengaja, we are also introducing vocab to the kids for that day. So they know, okay, talk about watermelon, they will think, oh, juicy, sweet, black seeds, round. So all of this vocabulary, teacher is introducing. Teachers, please don't be surprised. Kids know more than us. They can explain how a watermelon looks like, how a banana looks like. If that day the child doesn't want to talk about watermelon, she want to talk about rambutan, go ahead, talk about rambutan. At that time you teach, rambutan has hair, he's hairy, it's red color, its flesh is white color. Go slow and steady on that day, especially when you're doing speaking lesson. Always remember you are dealing with young minds, and English language is their third language. So you have to go slow and steady when it comes to speaking lesson. And then next, you see the house. Okay, where to buy? So where can you buy watermelon? So you can write, I buy watermelon from the night market. So all these are the words that you can introduce so they can use. And at last, when it comes to heart, okay, so what I feel, I love watermelon because, I hate watermelon because. So when we use the word because, automatically we are incorporating HOTS, higher order thinking skills, into a year 2 mind. So it's not that everything the teacher tell the students write. No, you can write. If you say you don't like fruits, you can write, I hate bananas because it is yellow in color. It looks like minions, for an example. So it depends on what the child wants to say for the day. So there's no right or wrong. Okay. So basically, the third step is for you to introduce all the symbols to the child. So the child should know, hello means introduce yourself. Eyes, what can you see? Tongue, what can you taste? How? What is the taste of the food? For an example, if let's say you have a picture of a house there, where can you buy it? It's referring to place. And heart, how you feel, whether you like or you hate, and all that. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, so the fourth slide is prepare the target language according to the symbol. Again, remember, we are teaching year 2. So we don't expect them, nah, I already give you the symbol, nothing can talk. It's not going to be like that. A simple target language should be prepared for the child. Okay, so this is the picture of a pizza. Since I'm going to talk about pizza today, whoever hungry, tahana, pukul 7 nanti pergi makan pizza. Okay, so like now, the first symbol is hi, hello. So this is my target language for the day. Hi everyone, my name is Kavineya. Okay, Kavineya is my student. Now she's in year 3. Okay, I am 8 years old. Okay, I'm here to talk to you about my favorite food. My favorite food is pizza. That's it. So this is what she has to talk. And then let's say when she talks, when she see the picture of ice. So here, Kavineya is a good student. So she can write 4 sentences. So she said, the pizza is small. The pizza is round. The pizza has mushrooms. You see on the pizza got mushrooms. If the students are more well-versed with the language, the students can write, the pizza has brown mushrooms. The pizza has black olives. The pizza has red pepperonis on it. So it depends on the students' capability and ability to present on that day. And then the pizza is yellow in color. So basically, for when it comes to eyes, is what they can see on that day. So the teacher only will prepare the black ones, the sentence in the black, the sentence in the purple, the students have to fill in on their own. Okay, next slide. Okay, then this is the continuation. Like just now you saw hello, then you saw eyes, next will be tongue, So the student will say, she'll say, the pizza is spicy, the pizza is tasty. So if sometimes the child feels, teacher, what we call lot of salt, teacher. So we can introduce the pizza is salty, for an example. Okay, basically the students will ask me all these words in Tamil or sometimes even Bahasa Melayu. So I will translate that to English to teach them vocabulary because it's their idea. Okay, and then where do you buy the pizza? I buy pizza from the shop. And finally, I love pizza because it's tasty. See, I put the sign of a bulb here because bulb means a new idea from the child based on her feelings. So finally, after finish point number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the child will say, thank you. So a child is able to do a basic presentation based on only these 5 cues given. At the beginning, the child needs a lot of support from the teacher because they will forget, they tend to forget the target language given. But as you practice this weekly with them with different topics, eventually it becomes like a routine for them to write already. So once they are able to write, they just grab the exercise book, they come to the front and they can present it. Okay. So after all settled, now I know what you all are thinking. You all are thinking, okay, now where is the Freya model when missing? Okay, it's here. Ta-da! Okay, I already organized all the symbols and the target language into the graphic organizer Freya's model. So first, we are going clockwise. First, salutation. Second, what can I see? You see your salutation with the target language. Then what can I see? And then you have the target language down here. And then what can I taste? You have the target language down here. And then finally, where to buy. And I buy pizza from the target language. And I love pizza because these two I put together. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So a child, a year 2 child is able to talk 5 points on their own if this innovation is put to practice into class. Even sick people, when they go to hospital, you cannot cure if you take medicine once. You have to take medicine multiple times, correct or not? So the same thing here. Innovation or any best practices you do in the classroom, it doesn't end, okay, I do one time already, okay, finish, it works. No, you have to try plenty times until it works. Okay, I'll show you some sample. This is my favorite food. This is my favorite animal. Okay, my favorite animal, I omitted tongue because of course kids you cannot go and taste your cat, right? So I omitted the tongue. And for that day, I introduced another symbol. I said do. Okay, what your cats like, what your cat likes to do. So my cat likes to play with ball. My cat likes to eat. So this one, I introduced this when my kids already well versed of this innovation in the class. So I introduced new cues to them, change a bit, give them a different feelings to present and to write. Okay, next, this is my lovely house. Kids talk about their house. Okay, so here also I omit the taste because however you cannot taste your house, right? So I omit house. So this is what they will do. You see, I'm using the same cues. I'm using the same graphic organizer Freya model. I'm only changing the center one. The title only I'm changing. The others all I recycle only. Okay. So next, this is level 1. Year 1, year 2, and year 3. So now the level 2 teachers will think, you cannot do this for level 2. Why not? Can. This is for year 4. Can you see how I use the same graphic organizer, but I'm using it to write an email. Okay. So I give them the target language. Again, for an example, this one is, I think, a trip to Port Dickson. So what did you see there? What did you do there? What do you feel about this? What do you think about this place? What do you feel about this place? Why did you choose the place? And finally, the closure. So before I use this thing with this is year 4 students, I already introduced to them all these cues already. The kids need to know the cues and the target language accurately before using them. Okay, this is for year 4. And then this is for year 6, the same graphic organizer, but I already changed the usage to block. Now the kids using the same idea, so they can use for block. If let's say we want to write diary, we can use it for diary. If you want to write letter, we can use it for letter. So again, I'm telling you, the ball is always in the teacher's court. How you are going to use one material for multiple purpose. Because I know as teachers, we run out of time to prepare many materials. So how are you going to use the same material, but you're going to use it for different purposes in your teaching? So another thing, if you keep on changing your style of teaching, even kids will get confused. So if you prepare one and kids already like it, they understand the concept and they can use it very well. Very soon, we don't need to even to use this in the class. Don't need to use this Freya model in the class. The kids will be able to do it on their own because it's already in their computer already, in their mind. They already know. Okay, first, they have to self-introduce no matter what. Whether it's a public speaking, whether it's a normal descriptory text, or they have to write a blog, they have to write an email, they have to write a letter. The first they have to do, they have to introduce themselves. And then they have to talk what they see, what they do, what they think about them, that activity, or what they feel. And finally, they can tell, I choose this activity because, I choose this place because, I choose this fruit because, for an example, and then closure. Ending of the activity that you're doing. If it's writing, if it's speaking. Okay, so this is for year 6. And finally, I have to do some like proof to you all, right? Okay, these are works from 4 different students from my class, which I managed to get it. If you can see the date there is 13th July 2002. So this is their work. See this one, Parmita wrote about my favorite fruit is rambutan. And then this is Divya Sri, she wrote about watermelon. And then food, Divya Sri wrote about chicken stew. And this is Saranya wrote about chicken rice. So basically, the work is not perfect. There are errors here and there. But seriously, as a teacher, I feel proud that my kids are able to write, although they use very simple sentences, but they're able to write a 4-paragraph essay, a simple 4-paragraph essay. So they will use this as their guideline to present in the front. This is with my year 2 kids. They are the main target actually for this innovation. Okay, everything that you do will come with the results. So you can see this is for pengucapan awam, which is public speaking. You can see that the level of first TP2, there were 4 of them. And at last, after the post-test, it became 1, 6 to 2. And then 7 still remains 7. And from 0, from no TP5, they came to 6. And then TP6 got 1. A person who is able to present very well. This is July, mid of July. This result was taken the mid of July, not the end of the year. But I'm very sure in the end of the year, I think many of them got TP6 when it comes to speaking. So when it comes to writing, it's also the same. You can see a lot of changes. But obviously, I always believe that teachers are doctors. Although we don't have MBBS, but I always believe teachers are doctors in the classroom. We know our child is sick. We have to do something for a child. And when we do something full-heartedly, continuously, definitely there will be effect. And this is the effect. And so this is the part when it comes to pre and post test of the EXISAW innovation for year 2 students. Although I started it for year 2, but I developed my idea for year 4 and year 6 as well. So basically I killed 2 birds in 1 stone. Okay, and then, okay, what is so special? So, and I talk about my innovation is everything we do, we want it to produce a fruitful experience for both for the teachers and also for the students. So first thing is learn and explore through play. No more everything I have to tell you, right? Or you parrot what I talk. I give you the materials, I give you the symbols. You have to think what you want to write. I only can help you when it comes to vocabulary. And then fun learning. whereby pupils get to assess their own friends when they present. Obviously, when you need to find ideas, it will be think aloud and brainstorming. Pupils work in groups throughout the process, especially I will always ask my kids to give stars for their friend's presentation. Rather than me evaluating, it's rather their friend can evaluate. Okay, today Kavinaya did this. Okay, so I can give her 2 stars. Why you give her 2 stars? So that kind of discussion will always happen in my class. That's why until my headmistress said, will say a lot. Your class, you only talk a lot. The kids never talk. But actually there's discussion going on in the class. Okay, and then it's a process approach. It's not that I give a text, people fill in the blanks and they come and present. That is product approach. This is a process approach whereby everything goes, okay, one day you write, and then one day you discuss what you want to write, then you write, and then you present, and then you evaluate. It's not directly, okay, I give you one text, you copy down, and then you present. No. Or I parrot, I talk, you talk. Okay, my name is, the child will say, my name is, I don't want a parroting lesson. Okay, and finally, it's a learner-centered lesson. Okay, these 6 prominent key features are the characteristic of a successful productive skills lesson. Again, always remember, writing and speaking is a productive skill lesson. So this is from Nesamala Chitra Velu, Sarada Sidambaram, and Te Suchun 2014 in their book, English Language Teaching Methodology, the book that I will never forget in my life, which I'm using from IPG until now. I think already more than 19 years, I guess. Okay, and then another research done by Iranita and Pupung in the year 2015. Okay, I don't know how many of you all can remember the orange book. Okay, and then these are the strength. As you can see, it's simple, less explanation from teacher, because teacher only need to explain about the symbols only once and the target language only once. After that, the child can do it on their own. Less copying, of course, this is not a copying lesson, because I know some teachers prefer the child to copy sampled essay many times so the child can remember the pattern. Copying sampled essay in the 21st century learning, it's definitely a no-no for me. When you copy something, you don't learn anything actually. Personally for me, you have to get involved in the lesson. Then it goes into your brains. Okay, and then teacher acts as a facilitator, and then fun where you learn through play, and a meaningful experience. It's engaging as it's differentiated, as I told earlier. The ball is in the teacher's court. The teacher controls the lesson, what to give and what not to give. A child is good, encourage her to write 5 to 6 sentences. If the child is quite weak, 2 is enough. For an example, this is what I'm telling. Okay, slow and steady always wins the race. Okay, hands-on and minds-on, whereby you have teamwork, and then instill HOTS. HOTS is very important. Child must be able to think and develop it on their own. Okay, problem solving and soft skills also. And then cheap, basically it's low cost, no maintenance, because you're going to do it only on the PowerPoint slide and you're going to project it in the front, in the whiteboard. So I think there's not low cost, there's no cost. You only have to buy a laptop, I guess. And I think everyone has laptop. And in all the school, we have LCD projector and TV. You just have to do it once and you can project it and can use it for years. Applicable, can be used for many times. Like this one you saw, I use for year 2, year 4, and year 6. And suitable for language-based subjects. So you can use for Bahasa Melayu and also Bahasa Tamil and Bahasa Cina. You'll only have to change the target language on that day. So you change, like nama saya, okay, what? Saya berumur, what? Tajuk saya hari ini ialah for Bahasa Melayu. Change the target language. Others all remain the same. Okay, like mata apa saya lihat for that day. And then it can be used mobile, you can use it offline and also online. Okay, online, how it works online is sometimes you can just use this thing in the class, whereby pupils can use this on Jamboard and pupils can give their ideas right and there, and we can project it. So it also can be used online. Okay, and this is something that I would like to share with all of you. This is EXISAW Innovation in Action. This is when my innovation got selected for the 3-minute PDP pitching that was held in SK Intan Perdana, 27 August, sorry, not 2023, 2022. Okay, so what I did was, obviously I cannot bring an LCD screen, LCD projector and go to that place. So what I did, I print out everything, I pasted on a mounting board like this, and I brought it there and went. So this is basically what I showcased on that day lah. So if you can see, this is year 2 EXISAW Innovation for Public Speaking. Again, the pizza is here. EXISAW Innovation for Email Writing. Okay, I had Mount Kinabalu here. This is for year 4. And EXISAW Innovation Blog Writing for year 6. So this is how I projected my innovation on that day for the judges to see and view on that day. Actually, if you can see, all this is removable. So you can, if let's say any teachers, okay, I plan to do this in a mounting board, so I can keep it, I can carry it, I can use it many times, fair enough, good idea. If let's say you want the child to touch and use, sometimes when we use ICT, we cannot make the child to touch. The touch element is less. So if a teacher wants to use this, can get a mounting board, if possible, wrap the mounting board in plastic so you can use it many times, and you can just paste it like this. Print out the PowerPoint slide and paste it like this. So you can go step by step. Remove this. Okay, first you talk about salutation, and then you talk about the eyes, then you talk about the tongue, and then you talk about the place to buy, and then you talk about the heart. Go step by step with the kids. This is also applicable if you are going to use it in a hard copy form. That is soft copy. The earlier one, this is the soft copy form, and this is the hard copy form. So both also applicable. Okay, this is me with our beloved PPD officers. Encik Zamri is here, Puan Rosliza, and also Puan Aisha. They were the judges of the day, and thank you so much. I got 4th place. So I was very happy actually that I got 4th place, although not top 3, but I felt very thankful. Okay, and then if let's say now anyone I know they want to try, very easy. I have 2 formats. Either you can scan here and get the editable version on PowerPoint, or you can scan here and get the PDF format. So that simple is it. Now it's in my hand. In a few minutes, it can go to your hand by scanning, and you can use it. Okay. And what are my future plans? What are my future plans is, I plan to use this in teacher sharing session and lesson study session, both in my schools and also other schools. Panitia Daerah, a few HMs actually not required. They asked me whether I can present this or not as a program Panitia Daerah. And I was very happy that I can do something to help Podixon. And now what I'm doing is I'm also doing a sharing session with all of you. So I hope it really helps all of you, and make it as a yearly panel program. And if possible, I'm trying to make this into a writing module whereby the kids will have the EXISAW and a writing paper, like a sheet at the back, whereby they can write based on the given aids, EXISAW aids. So they can write more and make it as a school culture whereby a child can see cue, cut, and talk. If she see hello, she know what's the talk. If she see the eyes, she can talk based on the topic. If she see the tongue, she can talk based on the topic. So like that, make it as a school culture whereby a child can talk using cues and very limited target language in the form of bimbingan, in the form of coaching by their teachers. Finally, I would really like, I don't know whether it can, my dream can come true or not, but I would like to use this to also help kids to master grammar rules such as tenses and punctuations, and also figurative languages such as similes. This one I have to think a bit and maybe go a little bit deeper. So to create EXISAW aids which is more applicable for grammar especially. So this is my future plans, and I talk about this EXISAW innovation. Okay, I think that's all. I've presented my slides. I hope I didn't bore you all.
Excellent sharing, Meera. Thank you very much. Okay, teachers, any question? Cikgu, kalau ada apa-apa soalan, boleh kemukakan sekarang. Thank you so much, Meera. You can have a drink actually. Cikgu ada soalan ke? Okey, sebelum kita teruskan program kita, saya nak alu-alukan kehadiran Tuan KPPD Daerah Port Dickson, Tuan Kamal Nizam yang sempat hadir bersama-sama dengan kita untuk program hari ini, dan juga kepada yang berusaha, Dr. Mustaffar yang tidak jemu-jemu untuk membantu dan juga mendorong semua guru-guru yang turut hadir dalam program ini. Dan cikgu-cikgu, jika ada sebarang soalan, kita masih buka untuk sesi soal jawab. Teruskan. Sedikit sebanyak yang saya dapat dari Cikgu Meera tadi, bagaimana beliau menggunakan model Freya ya untuk membantu pelajar bercakap dan juga menulis dalam bahasa Inggeris. Tetapi dengan menggunakan model Freya juga, kita boleh bantu pelajar untuk belajar bahasa Melayu, bahasa Tamil dan bahasa Cina. Jadi kita boleh buat waswai dengan apa yang telah diberikan. Dan seterusnya tahniah juga kepada Cikgu Meera. Beliau mula dengan tahun 2 tetapi dapat teruskan hingga tahun 4 dengan membuat sedikit perubahan. Dan kita mesti ingat ya, sedikit sebanyak yang saya dapat dari perkongsian Cikgu Meera tadi. Learn and explore through play, fun learning, think aloud, brainstorming, cooperative and collaborative learning, process approach, learner-centered. Yang paling saya seronok dengar adalah copying a text. It's a total no-no for a 21st century lesson. Thank you so much for a gentle reminder. Excellent thought. And the best part of all is what you are willing to share. The material via teachers need to scan, then they will be able to get either the PowerPoint version or the PDF version, is it? Meera?
Yes, Puan Sheila, yes.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And another good point was the school culture, make it a school culture to speak. They start speaking and using the language with some minimal guidance. Excellent, excellent work, Cikgu Meera. Congratulations. Teachers, any questions?
I think everybody is feeling very malu lah, Puan Sheila.
Yeah, looks like it. I don't know why so malu.
Excuse me, good day. Good afternoon. I'm Puan
Good
Sumati here.
Yes.
Congratulations to Miss Sheila, Miss Meera. She done well. I also invited her to my school to have a session with children. It's a very nice, very good session. She had shared a lot. Thank you very much, Meera.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
For the
teacher.
feedback, Cikgu Sumati. Tuan Kamal Nizam is with us, but unfortunately he has got some issue with the microphone. So he's able to hear us, but he can't respond. Tuan, tak ada masalah Tuan. Terima kasih turut hadir bersama-sama dengan kami. Faham ada masalah mikrofon, poor thing. Okay, teachers, any other feedback, Cikgu? Feedback or questions? If no, I would like to share about our program for next week. Izzuddin, dah bersedia ke? Boleh kita kongsikan untuk program minggu depan?
Okey, ni poster yang nampak.
Baik, terima kasih. Okey, untuk minggu hadapan kita ada siri kedua. Tajuknya adalah Fast and Easy Access Report. Singkatannya ataupun akronimnya FEAR. Jadi kepada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang sempat hadir hari ini, bolehlah hadir untuk minggu hadapan juga. Untuk satu lagi perkongsian yang menarik, semoga kita sama-sama dapat menggunakan hashtagnya, hashtag Cikgu Bantu Cikgu. So we are here to help each other. Thank you so much. And Cikgu Meera, there are lots of feedback. Thanking you for the sharing. Thank you so much for all your sharing, and thank you for helping our district. Teachers, we are still open for any questions. Thank you Puan Guru Besar, Cikgu Selvi, for being with us. Thank you so much. Jika tidak ada apa-apa, Doktor nak sampaikan apa-apa ke? Doktor mute tu.
Oh, boleh dengar saya?
Boleh dengar.
So, pertamanya saya ingin ucapkan terima kasih pada Tuan Haji Kamal Nizam di atas sokongan beliau dalam kita punya CDL hands-on online session untuk daerah Polisen. Dan saya yakin ya, daripada perkongsian yang telah diberikan oleh Cikgu Meera tadi sangat menarik. Okay. Saya pun nak gunakan model itu dalam saya punya, saya sedang menulis beberapa modul dan menulis beberapa buah buku. Mungkin saya akan adaptasikan model. Saya biasa dengan prior punya model. Tapi ini satu pendedahan. Saya belajar ini tentang bagaimana kita boleh gunakan model itu untuk bahasa, untuk bukan setakat bercakap, tapi boleh digunakan untuk menulis dan boleh digunakan untuk mata pelajaran sains, matematik dan juga yang lain-lain. Jadi satu perkongsian yang sangat hebatlah. Hebat. Saya yakin yang akan datang pun hebat juga. Jadi saya fikir dengan kehadiran peserta yang hampir mencecah 80 orang pada hari ini, saya yakin bilangannya akan bertambah dari semasa ke semasa. Dan sesi kita ni dirakamkan dan boleh dicapai bila-bila masa. Bila boleh dapat rakaman tu, Izzuddin?
Saya akan ambil masa upload dalam 1-2 hari.
Jadi dalam masa 1-2 hari, mungkin hari Isnin gitu kan, dah ada rakaman ini. Tuan-tuan dan puan boleh akses kalau nak tengok balik, nak semak balik macam mana penerangan yang telah diberikan oleh Cikgu Meera tadi. Dan semua sesi kita akan dirakamkan dan diarsipkan dengan teliti oleh pihak CDL. Jadi saya fikir dan juga terima kasih pada Puan Sheila yang telah menguruskan sesi ini dan juga sesi-sesi yang akan datang. Kita tengok untuk minggu depan pun dah siap poster. Itu hebat je kan. Maksudnya poster, sebab kita dah ada 25 senarai guru yang bersedia untuk membuat perkongsian. Maksudnya dah boleh dah disediakan poster-poster itu lebih awal. Jadi memang hebatlah orang PD ni, Tuan Haji Kamaru jadi sebab tu saya pilih PD ni sebagai pusat CDL. Untuk sekurang-kurangnya kita nanti boleh kembangkan untuk zon selatan. Nanti Puan Sheila akan buat promosi dan kita boleh kembangkan. Kalau beginilah kita punya kualiti perkongsian, saya yakin perkara ni akan berkembang dan boleh dimanfaatkan oleh ramai guru-guru yang lain. Jadi itu sajalah untuk daripada saya, Puan Sheila. Terima kasih kepada semua yang menjayakan sesi pada hari ini.
Baik, terima kasih Doktor. Dan terima kasih sekali lagi kepada Cikgu Meera. Thank you so much. It was very interesting. Very, very interesting. You went step by step, easy way of doing it. Don't complicate things. Thank you so much. So cikgu-cikgu, ini dari daerah kita. Bila-bila saja boleh jemput Cikgu Meera ke sekolah untuk membuat perkongsian. Kita akan ada lebih banyak perkongsian di masa-masa akan datang. mohon bersama-sama kita dalam ruangan CDL ni setiap hari Khamis jam 3 hingga 4:30 petang, tetapi kita akan mula pada 2:30 petang ya. Boleh masuk, cuba Zoom sama ada apa-apa masalah ataupun lihat boleh sembang-sembang dengan kawan dahulu. 2:50 kita akan mulakan dengan snippets. Okey, itu saja dari kami untuk kali ini. Terima kasih sekali lagi kepada Dr. Mustaffar dan juga kepada Tuan Haji Kamal Nizam yang turut bersama-sama dengan kita. Dan sebelum kita berakhir, mohon switch on kamera untuk kita ambil gambar sebagai kenang-kenangan. Izzuddin dah bersedia ke? Terima kasih. Mohon switch on kamera. Terima kasih semua.
Izzuddin, pautan untuk sijil ada kongsi dah?
Selepas ini saya akan kongsikan.
Okay, nanti selepas ni Izzuddin akan kongsikan pautan untuk sijil. Dia tuan-tuan akan dapat sijil dan nanti bila daftarkan dengan SPL KPM pun dapat daripada SPL KPM. Selain daripada sijil yang dikeluarkan oleh CDL yang akan ditandatangani oleh Datuk Dr. Amin Senin. Kita punya bos dalam CDL lah.
Sampai kamera ada 3 panel. Jadi sedia 1, 2, 3. The next one 1, 2, 3. 2 lagi 1, 2, 3. Last one 1, 2, 3. Dan untuk link kehadiran boleh isi yang di dalam Zoom chat ya sebelum meninggalkan sesi.
Cikgu mohon isi ya kehadiran hari ini supaya kita dapat daftar di SPL KPM. Pendaftaran dalam SPL KPM kena buat sendiri. Bukan automatik ya, berdasarkan sijil tu kita boleh daftar dalam SPL KPM. So see you all next week, Thursday at 2:30. Thank you. Bye everyone.